Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to tackle a dish that pretty much everyone loves, but, can feel a little intimidating to make at home. A truly amazing sweet and sour chicken. I'm going to show you exactly how to get that perfect, restaurant-quality result, and honestly, you'll be shocked at how simple it is to pull off in your own kitchen. Just picture this for a second. Unbelievably crispy, golden pieces of chicken, completely wrapped in a sauce that hits that perfect note between sweet and tangy with this beautiful glossy shine. And the best part? You made it. That's exactly where we're headed today. So let's get cooking. All right, so like with any great dish, it all starts with the prep work. Seriously, getting our chicken marinating and all our veggies chopped and ready to go is the real secret to a smooth, totally stress-free cook. This is where we start building all those amazing layers of flavor. Okay, first things first. You're gonna want about half a kilo, or roughly 1 pound, of boneless chicken. You can use chicken breast, but personally, I love using thighs for this. They just stay so incredibly juicy. The key, though, is to cut them into medium, bite-sized cubes. If they're too small, they have a tendency to dry out when you fry them, and we definitely don't want that.
Now, let's talk about the marinade. This step is doing two really important jobs. First, it's seasoning the chicken from the inside out, and second, it's creating the base for that super crispy crust we're after. So just toss everything into a bowl and mix it all up until every piece of chicken is coated in this kind of thick, almost batter-like mixture. Then cover it up and pop it in the fridge for at least 30 minutes. That'll give those flavors a real chance to meld. So for that marinade, what you'll need is 1 egg, a bit of soy sauce, some salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and just a touch of white pepper for a little warmth. And then to build that coating, we've got cornstarch and flour. See? We're building flavor right into the chicken itself. While that chicken is marinating, let's get our veggies ready. Grab an onion, cut it into quarters, and then just separate the layers into these nice little petals. Then, chop up your bell peppers into pieces that are about the same size. Using a mix of red, yellow, and green isn't just about the taste, it makes the final dish look absolutely incredible. And trust me on this pro tip, having all this done ahead of time is the key to a calm and happy kitchen. Okay, chicken's chillin', veggies are prepped, let's move on to what is really the heart and soul of this dish. That signature sauce. This is where we create that perfect harmony of sweet, sour, and savory that makes this recipe a total classic.
All right, for the sauce, we're gonna need some chicken broth, pineapple juice, the stuff from a can is totally perfect, ketchup, a little sugar or honey, soy sauce, and some white vinegar. And a tablespoon of cornstarch is gonna thicken it all up into a beautiful glaze. Here's my advice. Whisk all of this together in a bowl right now. That way it's ready to pour in all at once later. It makes things so much easier.
So, here's the magic behind that perfect balance. All the sweetness, that's coming from the sugar, a little bit of honey, and of course that pineapple juice. And then, to counter that, we get the sour and savory notes from the vinegar, the tang from the ketchup, and that salty depth from the soy sauce. It's like this delicious little tug-of-war in your mouth that makes the sauce so good. And now, for the moment we've all been waiting for. I am about to share the biggest secret to getting chicken that is so unbelievably crunchy it stays that way even after you toss it in the sauce. And the secret is the double fry. First up, we need our dry coating. It's a really simple 50-50 mix of all-purpose flour and cornstarch, seasoned with a little salt and pepper. Now, you take each piece of that marinated chicken one by one and press it firmly into this mixture. You want to make sure it's completely coated on all sides. This is what's going to create that substantial, crunchy crust. Get your oil heated to a nice steady 180 degrees Celsius. That's about 350 Fahrenheit. Keeping the oil at this temperature is so important. And here's a huge tip. Do not overcrowd the pan. Seriously, fry in small batches, maybe 5 or 6 pieces at a time. This keeps the oil hot and guarantees every single piece gets perfectly golden and crispy. This is the technique right here. The first fry, which is about 4 minutes long, is all about cooking the chicken all the way through. It'll come out looking a light, pale golden color. Then you take it out, let it rest, and once all your chicken has had its first fry, you put it all back in for a second time, for just about 2 minutes. This second fry is where the magic happens. It drives out any extra moisture and creates that shatteringly crisp, deep golden brown crust. It's a total game changer, I promise. Okay, we've done it. We have our unbelievably crispy chicken. Our vibrant veggies are all prepped and ready. Our perfectly balanced sauce is just waiting on the sidelines. It is time for the grand finale. Let's bring it all together. This part moves really fast, so get ready. It's a lot of fun. So, in a hot pan or wok with a little bit of oil, toss in your onions and peppers.
Sauté them for a few minutes until they just start to get a little tender. We still want some bite. Now add your minced garlic and cook for just another minute until you can really smell it. Perfect. Now pour in that sauce we mixed up earlier. Let it simmer and bubble away for about 5 minutes. You'll see it start to thicken up and get really glossy. Once it looks amazing, turn the heat down low and gently fold in your crispy chicken and some pineapple chunks. Just toss it gently until everything is coated in that gorgeous sauce.
So what do you serve with this absolute masterpiece? Well, for me, there is only one answer. The perfect partner is simple, fluffy, aromatic jasmine rice. It's just the ideal canvas for soaking up all of that incredible sauce, and it really completes the whole restaurant-at-home experience.
And here's how you make it perfectly every single time. Briefly toast 1 cup of rice in a little butter and salt. Then add 1.5 cups of hot water, bring it all to a boil, then immediately pop a lid on, reduce the heat to as low as it can go, and let it cook for 15 minutes. Now listen closely. This is the most important part. Turn off the heat, but leave the lid on for another 15 minutes. Seriously, no peeking. That final steaming step is the secret to getting perfectly fluffy rice.
Okay, time to serve it up. Spoon that glorious sweet and sour chicken over a big bed of your perfect jasmine rice. Then, for the finishing touches, sprinkle on some fresh, thinly sliced green onions for a little bit of bite, and add a dash of toasted sesame seeds for that nutty aroma. I mean, look at that. The colors, the smells, it is just fantastic.
And there you have it. A dish that honestly tastes like it came straight from your favorite Chinese restaurant, but you get all the satisfaction of knowing you made it yourself. The chicken is perfectly crispy. The sauce is that perfect sweet and sour balance. It all just comes together into one incredible meal. So, I guess the only question left is, are you ready to skip takeout tonight?